Okay, well, welcome to our Monday night team call. Tonight we're going to be chatting about how to share the business, sharing the business 101. And when you start anything like this, a lot of times it's because maybe you had a great product experience. And so most people we find get really comfortable with sharing the products first. And so that's what you do. You share the products and you get customers and you grow your business through sharing the products, but there's a disconnect with sharing the business. And we know that, in order to get to VF, which is the second promotion level in our marketing plan, you have to have team. And in order to get to the third promotion, which is sales coordinator, which is the highest commission level in our company, you have to have 3 teammates. And so building a team and sharing the business is really because we know that if you're sharing the business, more are going to find out about the product, you're going to make impact, and you're going to have a bigger reach far and wide, and your business and your paycheck are going to grow. And so tonight we're going to be talking about how to get you more comfortable sharing the business, because that is truly the building block to long-term success. So we want to really help you tonight, and really our focus over the next, until conference and even after is going to be really equipping you guys to share the business. And so how do we get comfortable sharing the business? Well, it's practice. It's basically a learned skill. It's not something maybe that's intuitive for a lot of people, but it's something that can be learned, which is great news, because that means any of you and anyone that you bring onto our team can learn how to share the business effectively. It's like riding a bike. You get good at it by practice. You might start with training wheels. When you first get started in your business, you need your mentor that brought you in. You need them looking at your screenshots and sharing back and forth with you and helping you know how to respond to people, because you have your training wheels on. You're learning how to really talk about the business and how to prospect. And so just know that that's normal. And really, we want you to have those training wheels on when you're learning to share the business for your first 90 days. That is a key time period where you're going to learn a ton, and then you're going to be able, if you stay locked arm in arm with your mentor, you're going to be able to go on and duplicate that and do that with your team. So a couple things about learning to share the business. The first is just go for no. We want you guys to go for no's. I think a lot of people stop sharing the business in the beginning because they get no's, they get shut down, they get rejected. They hear people say, oh, I don't want to do network marketing, or I've tried it before and it doesn't work, or whatever. And those are just excuses. There's some reason that they lack belief in the product, the business model, or themselves. And that's okay. You're going to get no's. And we actually want you to go for no's. We want you to collect no's, because if you're talking to a lot of people and you're getting a lot of no's, that means you're going to get yeses along the way. And the cool thing is, like I said before, you only need a minimum of 1 person to get to the second promotion level. You need 3 people to get to the third promotion level. And so you don't need that many people, but you've got to talk to a lot of people in order to find those right people at the right time. The next thing is we want you to recruit up. And that's something that Kacie and I have learned over the years, is that you want to find people who are ready, who want to run with you. You want to look for people who have skills, who have passion for health and wellness or fitness, or just for helping people. You want to find people who are motivated. You want to find people who are credible, who have influence, and people who have a positive attitude, because really, your mindset in this business is like 80%. You've got to have a strong mindset, and you've got to be able to stay strong whenever things get hard, and to keep going and keep sharing when you get the no's, because you know that the outcome on the other end down the road is going to be so worth it. And the reason we want you to recruit up, it doesn't mean that someone has to have more money than you, or they have to have a better degree than you, but it just means finding someone who is ready to run with you, who's equally as excited, who is looking for something and who's going to be coachable. You don't want to drag anyone in this business. I've seen so many people get slowed down in their business because they've tried to, they have people come on and sign up, and then they stop recruiting because they're trying to drag these people through the marketing plan who aren't ready or committed to run this race. You don't want to have to convince anyone. We want to share the opportunity. We want to share the facts. We want to share the excitement and the emotion behind it and what this can do, but not try to change people's mind or convince them. We just want to help people have an open mind to learn about our opportunity and make their own decision. But we want to find people who want to run, who are ready to lock arms with you, because that's when it becomes really fun, and that's when it becomes really effective, is when you have a buddy that's ready to go, maybe not at the same pace as you, but they have goals and they're actually working towards them, not just saying they have goals and not doing anything. So next, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you guys some resources that will help you share the business more often. So let me get to my screen here. Okay, so the first resource I'm going to share with you guys is Mission Driven Model. This is an amazing website that a national marketing director and the Juice Plus company put together that we all get to use and benefit from. You've probably been here. There's a section at the bottom called Building Your Team. And really, I encourage you guys to spend some really focused time. Build this into your DMO. Some of the things I'm going to share with you tonight, it can be like a 2 or 3 week process, but we want you to build this into your DMO so that you get through some of this stuff. So I'll just show you what it looks like. There's information on how to share the business, your sponsor checklist, your stories, your why, design a team, 3-way calls, business Q&A. So there's a lot of great stuff right here. So we want you guys to be able on your own time to go and spend some valuable time with this part of this website. It's pretty much a great one-stop shop for information on building your team. So I've chosen a couple of these that I'm going to go through tonight, and I put them in a specific order that I think will help you get ready and comfortable sharing the business. So let me see. So if I pick a different tab, can you guys see the different tab? Getting to the heart of why? Okay, cool. So the first step for sharing your business is knowing your why. And if you have ever been to a regional training or a conference, you're going to hear about people's why for this business. And this is a great resource to learn your why. And it's something that Catherine Lee, a really amazing woman in our organization, put together. And so it's really to help you. If you don't know why you're doing this, it's going to be hard to express, why others should do it. So the first thing you're going to ask yourself, what is important to you about building a successful business with the Juice Plus company? Maybe it's a residual income. Maybe you want to replace your current job. Maybe you want to be a stay-at-home mom with a paycheck. Maybe you want the financial freedom, or you want the benefits package. Like, what is important to you about building this? Why is this something that is really inspiring to you and something that is going to change your life? So what is important to you about it? Why is it important to you? So kind of building on that what, you're going to talk about why is this important to you? So, when I got out of the corporate world, I didn't have health insurance for a while. And so for me, it was important for 2 things. I wanted to build a business where I could have time freedom because I love traveling. Obviously, I lived in an RV for 2 years. I wanted time freedom to travel, and I wanted healthcare benefits because that was really important, and I didn't have that. And so those were things that were important. They were important to me because I wanted to travel. I wanted freedom. I didn't want to work in a cubicle anymore. And so you kind of keep going layer by layer on, let's say, it's important to me because I wanted to travel more. Why is traveling important to you? Because, it's when I feel most alive, when exploring is something that going new places, meeting new people really lights a fire in me. You go through and answer based on you. Each question is kind of digging down. Why is it important to you? Why is it important to you? And it could be that you want to bring your husband home, or you want to build something that you can hand down to, that you can transfer to your kids someday. Like, there's so many reasons that this business is important to people. And so I really challenge you guys to do this activity this week and see kind of where you net out. Here's a great example. It says, it's important to you because you want to make more money. Why do you want to make more money? You want to get out of debt. Why is it important to you to get out of debt? You want to stop working so hard to pay someone else. Why is it important for you to stop working so hard? Because you want to do things in your life with the fruits of your labor. Why is it important for you to do things with the fruits of your labor? To take care of your mother who is widowed and needs help. Why is it important for you to take care of her? Because she sacrificed everything for me to go to college, and I want to make sure she's taken care of. And why is it so important to make sure she's taken care of? Because I want to be in control of my life so I can help those around me. So you can see there's a really deep buildup of, getting to the root of your why. And the important thing about this is it should be emotional. It should trigger emotion within you, and it should be something that causes you to act. And so if you have your why, that's going to drive you to get up early, to stay up late, to work through your kid's nap instead of taking a nap. It's going to encourage you to remember, why you've committed to this business. So this is a great exercise that I just encourage all of you guys to do. It's going to help you set up for sharing the business with more people. The second handout I want to go over is this sharing your stories part of this website. So once you have your why, then you need your business story. And I think a lot of times people jump into this and maybe they don't think really about their business story. They know their product story. They're like, Juice Plus has helped my son so much and blah, blah, blah. And you can share that product story, left and right in an elevator. But getting your business story down is a different beast. And so you want to practice it. You want to learn it. You want to be able to recite it. And so I like this example. It talks about using the business story plot. And that's going to be right down here. So it talks about to create an effective business story, use the acronym PLOT: pain, lesson, opportunity, and triumph. So, when you're sharing your business story, you want to talk about, what was your life like before Juice Plus? What were you dissatisfied with that made this business attractive to you? Your lesson, what have you realized that you need to do in order to get things to be better in your life? I realized we needed some financial relief in order to reduce stress. I realized we needed an extra stream of income, but I didn't, want to not work, or I didn't want to work outside the home. Opportunity, what are the features of Juice Plus Company that are exciting to you? Why is this an awesome opportunity for you? I can fit it into my already busy schedule. I can be a stay-at-home mom with a paycheck. I can do something that helps other families. And if you guys are in the Jackpot Challenge group, today's challenge is really about identifying what are the features of this opportunity that are really important to you and sharing those with others. The last is triumph. What have you already accomplished with your business, or what are you going to accomplish that will be a triumph to celebrate? So it's like, what are you working towards? If you feel like you're brand new and you haven't accomplished something yet, what are you working towards? Like, I'm going to have my product paid for, this month. I'm going to, pay for my daughter's dance class. I'm going to pay for our cell phone bills, or I'm going to pay the mortgage or the car payment, or I'm building us an emergency fund, or I am building us a travel fund. There's so many things that can be in the future, even if you haven't already attained them. So, I used to work in the advertising and marketing industry. It was a great job. It was fun and exciting. But the problem was, I worked crazy hours. I would work till 11 p.m. some nights. I didn't get paid extra for working so hard. And I realized that the people who were above me in the marketing world, who were the CEOs and the top executives, they didn't have a lifestyle, like family balance. They worked so much, they got paid well, but they didn't really get to live a full and abundant life that I wanted to live. And then I found Juice Plus, and it changed my life because I got to be healthier, and I got to build a business that helped other people with their health. And I got to have that time freedom, build time freedom and financial freedom to do the things and build my life the way that I wanted to live it. And now I'm celebrating by, I could say I've RV'd for 2 years. I work from home, and I've got to help lots of other people get healthier and enjoy the same mission. And so you can see how it just kind of flows. But I really like this because it relates you to people, because there's going to be other people who used to have a similar background or currently have the same background, or just can relate to working in the past and stopping to be a stay-at-home mom, or working away from the home and the challenges that brought for your family. And so this is a great tool, and it has some really great examples that you can check out here to see, what other people are writing and kind of their stories. I think it's always helpful to see someone else's story to be able to kind of give you that courage and maybe even some verbiage or wording to write your own story. But yeah, this is a great tool. And obviously tonight I'm just focusing on this business part, but I really think that, if you're wanting to grow your business, writing this out, sharing it with your upline in your chat, your Voxer chat, this week or next would be super important kind of thing to plug into your DMO, because the faster you have this down and you know it, the easier it's going to be to share, and you're going to get it in front of more people. So that is the creating your story. The next is going to be, once you know your why and once you've created your story, the next step is going to be designing your team. And this sheet is going to have, I think, five spots on it. But this is something that I recommend you do weekly, because if you're really trying to grow your business, or bi-weekly, kind of depending on how fast you're wanting to move, this is something where each week you can have your list of 5 that you're going to go and you're going to share the business with. And so this is going to help you better understand kind of who you're talking to and what your next steps are. So the following questions, how do you know them? What do you know about them? What have you already shared with them about Juice Plus or Tower Garden, if anything? And so these are 5 people you admire, you respect. And this is kind of like the list, another list of how to recruit up. So it says, who do you know who's well connected in the community? Has many Facebook friends. Literally, you can go through your friends and see who has thousands of Facebook friends. Who do you know who needs money, would be motivated by a financial opportunity? Who do you know who's really positive, that they see the glass half full, like they could handle the rejection of getting no's from time to time? Who do you know who volunteers for different things, who's dissatisfied with their job, who likes to help others, who's a self-starter, people who are teachable? Who do you know who has kids going to kindergarten that might have extra time on their hands to do something like this, or people who have their kids going off to college? Or who do you know who's a raving fan customer, uses the products, gives you referrals, has a positive experience, may already be sharing Juice Plus, engages with you, attends events, reorders consistently? So this is just a great kind of list to go through in your mind or with your customer list to see who might fit this bill. And then you're going to write their name. You're going to write for each person the city and state, age range, maybe their occupation, their spouse's occupation, the children's ages, maybe anything that they do that's significant as far as things that they're involved in, and then what you like, love, or respect about them. And this sheet is going to change your business if you can get this done on a weekly or bi-weekly basis and give it to your upline sponsor. Your sponsor is going to be able to help you take this and turn it into some awesome starter conversations for sharing the business. This is really just like the meat and potatoes where everything starts. It also has a great team finder list of, where else you can look for people, other types of people that you may know. Maybe you're a veterinarian, maybe a dietitian, maybe you're a hairstylist. It just gives you a great list to help you keep expanding week after week. And then it goes through, just kind of how to go through this list with your sponsor. So I'm not going to go through that, but that is a great tool. So you can see we started with our why, we started with the why, then we went to our business story, and then we're designing our team. And then lastly, we're going to share what we do with people. And this is just some verbiage ideas that different reps have accumulated that are working for them. And what I say is that, get down, maybe your go-to, but have a couple different things in mind. For me, I share it differently depending on who I'm talking to, because I really believe that saying one thing might cater better to this person who's a stay-at-home mom, and saying another thing might cater better to a corporate executive. And so sometimes you just need to have a couple of these on hand that you can really rattle off. And if you need to write them out, if you need to put them on your mirror, if you need to say them, consistently so that you can send yourself Boxer messages on your notes to practice these. But here are a couple. I partner with the Juice Plus company to help families get more nutrition in their bodies. I'm a wellness advocate helping families get more nutrition in their lifestyle. I'm a mom who partnered with a company who found a way to get 20 to 30 fruits and veggies easily into our diets. I'm a franchise owner in the health industry. I work with companies whose mission is to spread healthy living around the world by making little changes so you can take your health back. I own an online franchise that helps other families bridge the nutritional gaps so many of us have. I get to be home with my kids while sharing health with other moms online. I partner with a wellness company, and I get to share how making a few simple changes can really transform my friends' lives. I partner with a company that's figured out how to put fruits and veggies in a capsule. I have a home-based business helping families get healthy that offers you a nutritional component. You can start with a question. You know how we're supposed to get 9 to 13 servings of fruits and veggies a day, and we just don't? Well, I locked arms with a company who has created a way to bridge that gap in a matter of seconds. You can talk about owning a franchise. You can tell your product story, and then how you had such a wonderful experience, and now you work from home doing this full time. Or talk about owning a business to help people get healthier and dream again. So there's a multitude of ways you can take it when someone asks what you do, or when you get to share what you do. But obviously, when you work with your sponsor and your upline to kind of start crafting these messages, you're going to be able to really share it in the right way with the right person. And then having some of them on hand in your mind is going to help you for those split second, you're at the park and someone's like, oh, what do you do? Or do you stay at home? You can say, no, actually, blah, blah, blah. So I really encourage you guys to work through this and get good at it so that you can share effectively. And so to wrap up, I've actually asked, so all these can be accessed on the mission-driven model, as you can see under that business file. So to wrap up, I'm going to have Kacie Elmore jump on. She's been doing an awesome job sharing the business like a crazy lady with so many people, and so many lives are being changed because she's sharing boldly, and she's tried lots of different verbiage and lots of different tactics and sharing, and she's on a mission to make a really big impact. And so there's so many awesome women even on this call who have joined her team because of some of this verbiage and because of her passion for sharing. And so I asked her to come on and share some of some of the verbiage that's really helping her share the mission with different people more boldly. So Kacie.
Yes, thank you. So excited, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share my notes, and then I'm also going to paste them into the chat box. So if you are on your computer, you'll have access to them right away. I will post them to the team page in a file as well, so everybody can just use them. But I'm going to walk through them so I can walk through the different scenarios of why I've used them. And then if we have some time, you guys can ask a question or so. But a lot of this stuff, you guys, I'm going to be honest with you, it's one, been trial and error, but it's two, been really about leaning into my mentorship with Michelle and Kurt. And it's really helped encourage me and find things that worked for me. But also some of this stuff is stuff that's worked for my team too. So I want, you guys to know, like, this isn't just my brainchild. A lot of my team is sharing very boldly and passionately, because honestly, I started really getting on my A game in January of this year, and I've been able to bring on quite a few new teammates. And I don't say that to boast. I just simply say it because I'm just doing it, and it's working. So it's all about doing it consistently and just sharing your heart. So I'm going to share with my notes. All right, so you guys can see this, but I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So I want to start at the top. So I'm going to highlight it so you guys can see. So this is actually some verbiage from a downline teammate, and she is using it to actually reach out to people in the cold market that she doesn't even really have much of a relationship with, and it's working. We've gotten on multiple calls, 3-way calls because of it. So reaching out to someone in the wellness, fitness, health, food world. She's doing a lot of it on Instagram. Hi there. I know this may seem out of the blue, but I have an opportunity that pairs well with what you do. I'm looking for, and you might throw in there like it pairs well with what you do with yoga or with fitness or with nutrition or with food blogging, right? Make it a little bit more personal. I'm looking for 5 amazing people in businesses to work with this month and expand within the 26 countries we operate. I don't know if you're one of those 5 or not, but I thought you may be able to help me find one of those 5 people because you know people that I do not. Would you be open to hear more of our purpose and what we are about to see what kind of people we are looking for? And so it's really just opening up about the opportunity. It's pretty straight to the point. And then if they say no, you've already put it out there that, hey, it may not be for you, but you might know some people that I don't know. And so then it also opens up the opportunity that once they say no, if they say no, you can say, hey, no worries. I appreciate your honesty. Like, do you feel like you know anyone who could really benefit from a little side income or replacing their career? So it opens up the opportunity to follow up next. The next one is something that I have used for people that I have connected with that I know work really hard in the corporate world, and they work their tails off and they are decently successful, but at the same time, they're building someone else's future and not their own. So, hey, girlfriend, I love all the posts you've been making about building your future with hard work. Love following your stuff and continue to be inspired. I think what I do would actually be right up your alley. Would you be open to hearing more about what I really do? I can't help but think about how you work so hard for someone else's bottom line when you could be doing the same, but building it for yours. I would love to at least share something with you that I believe creates a true life of abundance. What do you think? And it's very open-ended. It's not a yes or no. It's an open-ended question. Next one, this is for someone that you know is in a financial hardship. They've lost their job. They're going to lose their job. Their spouse is on injury or is losing their job. Maybe they're a stay-at-home parent. I've actually used this, and I'm say it proudly. This was something it came upon me on the fly. I have a girlfriend who I'm so grateful. She's not on this call, but she's on our team, and I shared this with her, and it's just about sharing my heart. So I want to share it with you guys because maybe you know someone that's in the same position, and sometimes it can be intimidating. So I want to share it. Hey, friend, I know this seems out of the blue, but would you have like 30 minutes today, tomorrow, or Thursday? So getting very specific with the week. I know that your brain has got to be all over the place right now, but the company I partner with is a real business that could bring a lot of value for health and financial relief for your family in a short time if you're open to have a conversation about it. A lot of people don't know. So then I go a little bit into our story. And this is very general, which is nice because anybody can use it. You don't have to go crazy deep. And so I made it so that it was general. I tweaked it from my previous message. You can make it more specific to you if you want. A lot of people don't know where we have been with our finances, but this business has already impacted our life. And that's how I know it can make such an impact on yours. And you may look at it and decide it's not for you. That is totally okay by me. No pressure, seriously. But I want you to be able to make an educated decision, whatever that is. What do you think? The next one is for a stay-at-home parent. Hey, friend, I know this may seem out of the blue, but I have an opportunity that pairs really well with many of my stay-at-home parent friends. So if you guys notice, it's identical verbiage to what is shared at the very top here. Okay, so I'm just taking it and tweaking it for someone who's a stay-at-home parent. So a lot of times when you guys see this stuff, you simply can tweak it for someone in a different field by simply changing 1 or 2 sentences, and everything else works perfectly. And that's exactly what I did for this person. Let's see. Okay. I know this may be out of the blue, but I have an opportunity that pairs really well for many of my stay-at-home parent friends. I'm looking for 5 amazing people to work with this month and expand within the 26 countries we operate. People that maybe are looking for a way to bring in income from home to expand their finances, better their vacations, or just have a little bit more fun money, a little side hustle, if you will. LOL. So I like to make it personal. Since it also complements parenting life, I thought you'd love to know it's out there. I don't know if you're one of those 5 people or not, but I thought you may be able to help me find one of those 5 people because you know people that I don't. Would you be open to hear more of our purpose and to see if it would be a good fit for you while at home with your kiddos? 2 more posts, 2 more. This is great because how many guys post something about the business or inspiration about the business and someone likes or comments and you don't know what to say. You don't know how to approach them. Been there. So, hi. As you can see, I recently decided to partner with an amazing company after I attended an event recently. This could be slightly tweaked, right? It could say, as you can see, I recently decided to partner with a company after I attended an event last year. Or as you can see, I have partnered with an amazing company after I attended conference last month. Whatever, you could tweak it. I was blown away by how amazing and simple the products are that I just felt so inspired to share with everyone else. Their mission spoke right to my heart, and I'd love to share more with you. Would you be open to learn more about it? Thanks. And actually, it doesn't say this, but thanks for the Facebook love support. So you're referencing the post that they liked. Last but not least, this is a general outreach, and this is where a lot of the inspiration for some of these other ones came from. This is not my genius. This actually came straight from Kurt Beavers. Hey friend, I know this is so random and I have no idea what your interest level is, but I have launched a business this past year. So it can be used for new people or it can be tweaked for veterans, okay? And my challenge for 2018 is to find 5 amazing people to work with to expand within the 20 countries. And I need to fix that because it's a little messed up. I don't know if you're one of those 5 people or not, but I thought either way, you may be able to help me find one of those 5 people because you know people I don't. Would you be open to take 15 minutes to talk with me and my business partner to help explain who we are looking for? So this is getting them directly onto a 3-way call as well. So pretty straight and to the point. You know, I can't say that what I've been doing, guys, is like perfect. What it really has been is really just, again, leaning into the mentorship and just doing it and trying and failing and trying again and tweaking it to be better. So I'm going to copy and paste all this into the chat box real quick. And then I'll also make a document so I can post it on the team page.
Yeah, and the good news is you don't need it to work on everyone. You know, like we said, you need a handful of people that say, yes, yeah, I would love to learn more. And what I love about it is you're not asking them, hey, will you join my team? Asking for the opportunity to share more. And, you know, that's really where you get to take it to a call or a conversation or a 3-way call or a freedom call where they actually get to be open-minded and learn. Because when people know and they see our passion and excitement and they get to hear our voices, that's when we can start asking great questions and really deciding if it's a good fit for them or not. Because some people it may not be a good time or a good fit for, but some people it really will be. And so just being able to have those, you're just opening the door to conversation. So there's no reason to be scared, no reason to not send messages. Nobody's going to be offended because you thought of them, because you were excited to share something that you were excited about. Nobody's going to be offended because you said great qualities about them that you loved or that you wanted to spend more time with them. And so we're just going out there and sharing because we know that there are going to be people who one day will say, thank you for sharing this with me. Thank you for not being afraid to tell me about this. Thank you for changing my family's life. Thank you for saving our home because we can pay our mortgage now. You know, you're going to have people who are so grateful that you were bold and you were brave and you shared the business. And that's really what it's all about. And so thanks for sharing that, Kacie. I know we probably got to wrap up, but any questions as we finish up tonight about sharing the business, any of these steps, or about verbiage? You guys are all pros. You're going to be? You're going to be. Practice makes perfect. Awesome. Well, this is recorded, so we're going to post this. And if you have teammates who are trying to build to VF or sales coordinator or beyond, please tag them in it. Please make sure they watch it, and that they start doing these activities with you, so that together you guys can rise and grow as a team and share our mission with more people. So thanks for being on tonight. You guys have a great evening, and make sure you, if you want right now, real quick, you can copy from the chat what Kacie shared. And otherwise, you can wait for the document that's going to be posted on the Facebook Team Plant Strong Facebook files.
I'm literally posting it right now.
Okay, awesome. There you go.
Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Kacie. You guys did a great job.
You're welcome. You guys have an awesome evening, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks.